Hey everybody, I got a video here that I want to give to you guys. This is a whole bunch of information. Figure this is kind of like a teaser to a whole bunch of things that are happening, and it's the best way I can get information across to you. I've chosen these three special babies here for one reason and one reason only. As you know, or probably have guessed, they share one thing in common, and that's currently they are all three blind. Yes, that's including Miss Daisy May here. Very similar to Tokyo. She's over the last couple of weeks has settled into being fully blind. The cataract is sealed in on the second eye. She came here with one just like Tokyo. Very, very similar situations, except for she's actually diabetic, so there's a cause behind it. So with that being said, I wanted to go over and bump that right into fundraising. Last month's magnets, I'm going to start with that. For the logo magnet, I've started to get a few of them back, and by a few, I mean we've had under 10 come back thus far with the wrong address on it. So I'm going to have Connie reach out to you guys, or Kathy or Connie reach out to you guys this weekend to double check your address and everything, make sure we got everything right. Moving on to next month, this month's fundraiser with the magnets from Pony and Sapphire. Lots of information on that. As you know, I extended it through this weekend. I did that because I had a bunch of extras. I ordered more than I thought than we were going to do, so I know a lot of people wanted to donate twice to get extra magnets. Cool, I'm all for it. And the sound of my people is slowly rising. They're missing me. With this month's fundraising money, I'm proud to say we weren't as good as last month, but we did get over 20,000. And with that money, half of that is literally going to Pinky and Tokyo surgeries. And I can tell you that next month's fundraising proceeds are first and foremost going to Daisy. I will get her in. I'll get her appointment scheduled next week while I'm in there for these guys, because that's when they're getting done. Next week we're going to be able to see again. And then right, Pinky, Texas Pinky and Tokyo will have sight, and then Daisy will have sight again next month. I'm really excited for all that. It's great. Now on to this month's magnets, the Pony and Sapphire magnets. I got a call from the printer today. Everything was ready, but there seems to be a problem. They apparently... Hi, Buggies. Hi, baby. You were the only one that wasn't worried about making noise. I'll be right there.
I blew a kiss.
So, well, please stop instigating so I can get through this. So, she says there's a little bit of a problem. Well, here's the problem. They had 3,000 magnets delivered. Ready for this? Boom. Can you see that? I can't. So, we've got a little bit of an issue here. I can't in good conscience mail these out to you. I don't feel that that's appropriate as far as your donation. I have two choices, and I'm going to put a follow-up post on about this, or Connie will actually, because I don't know how to do it, of a poll on how we're going to handle this. We're going to have two options here. Number one, I can pay an additional $2,500 and get them sent here so that I can mail them out by next Wednesday. Or, for no additional fee, I can have them here to me by the 23rd, which pushes me mailing out to the 25th of this month, which pushes me right in the same position I was in last month. So I'm not really happy about it. Either way, I'd like to not waste the $2,500 just to expedite it. So I'll put a poll up. I'll do whatever you guys want. It's ultimately my responsibility. One way I'm going to ease the pain of going through the waiting process for you guys is, since I got nothing else to do with these little guys, this is getting thrown in for everybody that donates. Everyone, whether you did just the magnet for $6 or the magnet and the picture for 10, every card that goes out will also have a mini in it. It's the least I can do, and that way, I can try to make up for inconveniencing you guys. I thought I had everything under control this month. The printer is extremely apologetic, and moving forward, we won't have these issues. I will say, moving forward, and again, just so much ground to cover. 4 quick little things. Next month's fundraiser. Who is the man of the hour or woman of the hour? I think at this point it should be none other than our little girl here, Texas Pinky. She deserves her own magnet. She has literally, as you guys have followed, kind of come back from the dead, so to say. Oh, sweetie, hang on. Daisy's still battling her cough. Yeah. And just so everybody knows, as far as having a million comments on everybody knowing what the problem is with Daisy, I don't know. Last was from the cardiologist was bronchitis. We've had a bronchial opener and what do you call it? codeine tablets for anti-inflammatory and pain, cough suppressants. So the last thing to check, I guess, is the trachea. So I don't. She's got an appointment for that next week. Anyway, Pinky's going to be our maid of honor, maid of the hour next month. Showcasing, because she'll be, after next week, literally complete as we can make her. She came into here having just about everything wrong with her, and she's gonna be, after next week, the only problem we have is a little bit of diabetes, which she's maintaining and controlling very well. She has a checkup tomorrow to check to make sure her blood sugar is under control before we go in and do the testing on Tuesday, and then her surgery is Wednesday, and then Tokyo's is Thursday. They can only do one per day, so I'm going to be spending those 3 days of the week literally down at the hospital, and then Friday's checkups for both of them. So hang on, sweetie pie. So, and this poor girl here, I don't want to get emotional about it, but she's been through so much between her arm, losing her family, getting her house uprooted, diabetes, cataracts. It's like, good God, girl, can you take any? And of course, this horrible cough, which we still can't really pinpoint it. So hang in there, sweetie pie. So anyway, so back to positive things. One of the two guys I have a name for, and the other one I haven't figured out what I'm going to name him yet. But the first one, the bigger guy, the light colored guy, his name is going to be Louie. The reason his name is going to be Louie is because, as some of you remember, this summer Louie and Lula came to us from California. I don't want to get into the situation because it was an emotional nightmare train wreck for me to deal with that whole situation. But Louie came in. Lula sadly passed away through the sickness that came in here. And ultimately, Louie went back to his family as they had made a mistake in determining that they could not take care of him. So he ended up going home with them, and I miss Louie a lot. And this new guy looks just like him. A little different eye color and such, but built very similar, walks the same, close to the same color. So we're gonna call him Louie. The other gentleman, I still haven't had a name for him yet, but I'm working with him. So what else? There's one other those of you that are sending gifts that are not on the Amazon wish list, and this is a cool thing, I wanted to give you guys a heads up. We haven't opened anything over the last couple of weeks that have been gifts coming into the post office that aren't on the wish list. Some of you have mentioned through Messenger that you want to send, that you're sending clothes or blankets and stuff like that, and we greatly appreciate it. But right now with the house being upside down, we just can't open them, organize them, get back to you, thank you, because we've just been such a mess. So I came up with this really cool idea. Since Connie and Morgan are like kids on Christmas, every day that the post office or the UPS truck comes in, even if it's puppy pads, they love to open the boxes. So we're gonna start a new tradition, not this weekend, but the following weekend. Every Saturday, we're gonna take any of the gifts from the post office that happen to be sentimental in nature or hand-me-down clothes or whatever. I'm gonna bring it in. I'm gonna be like Dad on Christmas morning and let the kids unwrap their presents for everybody on Saturday morning. We might even do it live here and there. But I think that's a great way to give a bulk thank you out there to everybody that has put the personal touch on their donations. And of course, that each and every one will thank everybody from the week's donations on the Amazon wish list too, because those are the ones that keep us going. So, can you think of anything I might have missed? I think that's it.
Oh, no, I'm going to be taking over your messages.
Oh, there's one more thing. I'm 2 weeks behind at least on messages. I can't do it anymore. I'm so sorry. Connie's helping. I'm going to help transition to get it caught up as best I can. But Connie's going to siphon through them. And a lot of them that I was at least acknowledging are not going to get acknowledged anymore. She's just going to dump them. No offense. If you want to compliment us, thank you so much. We love you to death. But I can't respond to the compliment because everybody wants to have a conversation after that. And I don't mean that to be rude. It's human nature. We get a lot of average, straightforward questions, a lot of simple questions, a lot of redundant questions. Probably not going to answer a lot of those that don't have anything to really do with anything important going on. Those of you with needs to help rehome a dog, or serious questions about, we get a lot of questions now about how to tackle parvo and have certain dogs have this happen or that happen. And I'm very happy to give the information back to you because I want to see your dog succeed as well. Hang in there, baby girl. So
she's been good all
and then
day.
next weekend also, last little bit of this is I did mention that we're getting 5 dogs in, 2 of which have already shown up. Next weekend, the other 3 show up. So I'm going to get everything done by the time we get, by next weekend rolls around. So I have everything done and we get a new island tour and we'll have 3 new babies showing up, and I think there's a few more in the works too that they're fairly special in their own right. And I think that's it. Thank you guys for listening, and have a good one.